We got some breaking Star Wars news, folks. A new writer has been brought on to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and when you look at his filmography, I think it's pretty telling about what is going on with that show. Let's break it down. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Use your force powers to smash that like button, and let's get right into this news. Now, this is breaking. I just saw this pop up. This is coming from Variety. They're running an exclusive over there. It says Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series enlist Joby Harold as new writer. Now, I'm going to read right from the article a little bit here, but then we're going to break down what this means. The implications are pretty wild. It says here, Joby Harold has been tapped to write the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series at Disney Plus. Variety has learned exclusively from sources. Harold takes over writing for the highly anticipated series from Hossein Amani, who left the project back in January. This would mark Harold's first time writing for a television series. That's important, and we'll come back to it. He most recently executively produced John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, and is also writing a script for Zack Snyder's film Army of the Dead. He was one of the two writers alongside James Vanderbilt, who was selected to develop a new take on the Transformers franchise for Paramount. To date, Harold has served as an executive producer on the critically acclaimed WGN American drama series Underground and the recent Netflix series Spinning Out. It was announced back in October that Harold and his Safe House Pictures banner had signed a first-look deal with Legendary Television. Okay, so we've got to break down what this actually means. This whole situation with the Obi-Wan series is really strange. You'll remember way back, there were all these rumors that first came out. People were saying that the Obi-Wan show was canceled and or delayed. Then that very same day, a bunch of people in the mainstream media came out and said, oh, that story is false. Oh man, we searched all day for this stuff and nothing's true. Now, in a very weird, kind of strange twist, I spoke to Jason Ward at MakingStarWars.net, and he was damn sure that the show was actually being delayed, that it was possibly being turned into a movie once again. And as far as I understand all of this, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series was originally designed as a film, and the script for this film was apparently amazing. Like, it's really good, and a lot of the problems came from trying to take the script that was for a feature and break it down into being several episodes for a Disney Plus series. Yeah, that translation was not going well, okay? And so that's where a lot of the problems were happening. That's why it all fell apart. Now, the timing of all of this is pretty weird. Now, we knew that they were shutting things down. Remember, they go home Rogered their whole crew. People were about to get jobs, and all of that was done with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And there were talks that the scripts needed reworked, punched up, whatever you want to call it. Basically, according to what I know, I was told that the script for the film was fan-frickin-tastic, and the whole problem was taking that script and translating it into what was going on the show. Now, there's this whole other element to this where Disney was considering possibly just going back to the movie. They were like, okay, well, maybe we'll just do the movie instead, and that will actually give us more time to work on High Republic or whatever else we want to do with the films moving forward. And so potentially Disney had three options. They were going to rework the scripts to try to create better scripts for the show. They could stop doing that and just go back to turning it into a film, or a third and really weird option that was explained to me like something like a Disney Plus show that only had a couple episodes, or like a made-for-TV movie that then would be complemented by a theatrically released Obi-Wan film, like a Disney Plus theater 1-2 punch. But here's the thing, Star Wars fans, Joby Harold has never written for television before. He's produced for television, he's written stuff for feature-length films, and he's obviously very savvy when it comes to the actual industry. But this is not someone that's like renowned for writing in television, okay? So this makes me think that whatever he's coming on to work on with writing for these scripts, it could be literally that weird sort of Disney Plus movie 1-2 punch. Or it could be the fact that Disney Plus in and of itself, and particularly what they might want to do with the Obi-Wan series, is not really going to be like television. What if instead of it being like 6 episodes or something, the script just works better if it's just 3 episodes that are very long, like 3 45-minute to an hour episodes? I think really this all has to do with this great story they think they have, which was going to be the film, and how they can translate that into Disney Plus. And so bringing in someone like Joby, kind of just makes me think that they're trying something a little bit different with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And on top of all of that, of course, we have this crazy thing going on in the world that's delaying a bunch of entertainment and things like that. But as I have said often over on the morning streams, over on the Den of Nerds Live, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we stream for at least an hour every day. What are you doing? Come on over. What are you doing? But I think that Star Wars might be one of the only companies, one of the only brands out there that could benefit from all of the delays that are currently going on. Like, they definitely need to get all of this stuff figured out, but at this point in time, every studio's going through production woes. Things are crazy out there, and so they can sort of fly under the radar and not get all that hate that they might have gotten before when they delayed things or changed things. Like, whatever they're doing, I just hope they are taking their time. If they're bringing Joby in and they're trying to do something really weird and crazy, that's cool. I'm all for bold. I'm all for new. I'm for it, but just take the time to do it. And writing in super like pre-production stages are things that can be currently done with social distancing and things that are going on. So it's interesting that they brought him in. I think it's a little late after January to make the announcement that you're sending the crew home and you need to work on rewrites, and then months later you bring in a new writer. It does seem a little bit odd, but I'm hopeful that they actually have the time now to sort of take their time and really figure out what they want to do. And as far as putting Kenobi into the show or the movie, I frankly don't care that much when it comes to the Kenobi stuff. Either way, I think Kenobi's going to be great. I think it's going to be really enjoyable. But more important than even Kenobi is what they are doing next. I think the future films of Star Wars, wherever we go next with this brand, is incredibly important. And they need the time to figure that out properly. If putting Kenobi into that 2022 slot allows them to take more time to develop whatever comes next, I'm all for it. I'm also interested in whether or not what is going on right now in the world will actually delay the Star Wars movies beyond even that year. Because if Disney is holding back a bunch of releases and they need to squeeze stuff or move stuff, maybe the move is to move Star Wars, that first film, a whole nother year or even 2 years into the future, giving Lucasfilm plenty of time to properly figure out and plan whatever the future of Star Wars is. But that's the news, folks, and what I know about it. I'm very interested in what all of you think about this news when it comes to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Jesse Urena. Indeed, the code word for Callus was fulcrum in Star Wars Rebels. So shout out to you, Jesse. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the code name or the shooting name for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? And as a hint, something I would really like. So what's the name of the shooting name or the code name for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Answer that question in the comment section below. If you absolutely need more nerdy content in your life, click or tap one of the videos over there to get lost down a nerdy rabbit hole, or you can check out our live streams every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, over on our live streaming channel. Like the video if you liked it, and if you want to take your support to the next level, consider joining the list of amazing people you see below, checking out our Patreon, and getting some behind-the-scenes content. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.